Sorry for the network discontinuity. We'll start with tagging once again. We'll go to the terminal. So we have the tag here, git tag version 1.1. So you have pushed it on the GitHub. You're having version 1.1 release. Welcome back. Sorry for the network issue. So what I have done is I will show the log files. So you have the tags, you will push the tag. So this is how you solve or you will release a modification for already tagged release. So that is how you release version 1.1. Now if you want to merge this with the master, you can merge it here. And by default, what we will be doing will be a recursive merge. If you go to the PPT, you will be able to see that. See, you have version 1.1 now. And since we have checked out the code for C7 from version 1.0, you won't be having the C6 commit in this version 1.1 release. So since the master has moved with one commit C6, if you merge the C7 commit, which is for including the mobile number in home.html page, if you merge that with the master, it is going to be a recursive merge. Let's check out the master. Git branch. Let's see what are the branches you are having. You are having version 1.0. So you are going to merge version 1.0. So sorry, the version was 1.1, it's not 1.0. So I'll merge git merge version 1.1. So by default it will be a recursive merge. So what I'll do is I'll create a commit C8. So we have merged the version 1.1 with the C8 now. So master is pointing, head of the master is pointing to C8. So that is all about tagging. So what we did was we had a 1.0 version of the code released, and then we had version 2.0 of the code that was released, but later I found that there is an issue with 1.0 and I need to update the 1.0. So what I need to do is I need to check out this tag 1.0 and then create a branch for that tag, do the modifications there and create a commit and tag the commit as version 1.1. And if you want to merge it with the master, you go to the master, check out version 1.1 and then merge it. What you will get is a recursive merge, since the master has already a new commit C6. So now the master is up to date now. So you have the entire code base ready now and you have the master branch. So the next thing that you are going to see is rebasing. Rebasing is nothing but next thing that we are going to do is rebasing. Rebasing is a process of moving or combining a sequence of commits to a new base commit. Let's take a case why we need rebasing. So we will take our search branch. So as I have mentioned before, you have a commit on the search branch which is C5. So let's move to the search branch. So we have a commit there on the search branch for adding the search.html page. So this, assume that C5 is that commit for adding the search page, and this C5 is based on C4. Now what the rebasing will do is, assume the case that you need to rebase C5 from C4 to C8. Why do you need to do that? If you merge this C5 with the master, what happens? You have some new commits on the master, which is C6 and C8, which are for adding for pricing feature and for the merging of the version 1.1. So these changes will be there on the master C6 and C8, which are not present on C5. C5 will just have the search.html file, search page feature. So if you are going to merge C5 with C6 and C8, what happens? There could be integration issues. And if the integration issues are going to happen, that will affect the master branch and make the master branch unstable. So it's not a good idea to merge C5 commit. So that is why we use rebase. If you rebase C5 commit from C4 to C8 and create a new commit C5 dash. So this C5 dash will have all the features like pricing feature, search feature, and all the up-to-date code. So if you do the integration testing on the C5 commit, C5 dash commit in the search branch, and if you have any issues, you can fix the issues in the search branch. So when we merge it with the master, there will not be any integration issues and master will not be unstable. So that merging of C5 dash with the master will just be a fast forward merge. That is the main purpose why we use rebasing. Let's do a hands-on on that. So if I rebase C5 dash, it is going to be a fast forward merge with the master. Let's do a hands-on on that. Let's go to the terminal. So let's give this thing git log. So you have your entire, so this is the latest commit on the master. So where is our search branch? This is the search branch and this is the commit on the search branch, and that commit is based on this commit. So I need to change the base of this commit, which is 753F9E9 to 9CB289E. So entirely different commit will happen on this commit. So you are going to rebase from here from 753F9E9 to 9CB289E. So all the changes that happen in between will also be included in the search feature here onwards. Let's do that. Let's check out the search branch. And if I give git log one line, what it is showing us. So here the search branch commit EB215B3, which was based on here, has been moved to 0003828, which is based on 9CB289E. So if you go to home or if you just ls here, you will be able to see all the features including the price feature. You are able to see the price.html file. So all the changes that happened hereafter after this commit has been included in this commit. So you can have an integration test in this branch before merging it with the master. Since all the and you can solve the integration issues in the search branch. So since we don't have any, assume that we don't have any conflicts, so you will just check out the master and merge it with the master. including more features to your commit without having any integration issues on the master. So that is why we use rebasing. Any doubts in this area? So any doubts in this area regarding rebasing? If that is so, we will move to the next topic. So that is what we are having here in the stashing. In the rebasing. So let's move to the next topic of the day, which is stashing. Stashing is mainly used for reusing small units of code. It can be reused, or the small units of code can be reused across the released versions. How to do that? Stashing is a little bit complicated process, and I would advise you not to use stashing unless you are an expert in stashing or in Git. It will create dangerous consequences. So unless you are sure when to use stashing, don't use stashing. So for the stashing, I have created a code base here in my repository. I've created a new repository for stashing so that you can start fresh, so you don't have any doubts in it. So this is where I have the code for stashing. So first what I'll do is I'll go to a completely different path and create a path where I will download this code. So I will clone this repository. So I'll take it from the GitHub. So I'll clone it here. So you will have the stashing folder here. I'll go to the stashing folder. So you have the entire code base here. This is for easiness I have given. So I have two files, home.html and price.html. If I see the commands, I'll be able to see I have 3 commits, one for adding home.html file, one for modifying home.html file to include the contact feature, and another one to add a price.html file to create the price page. Some copyright information to your home page. So what I'll do is I will modify home information about the copyright. So I have modified this file. So if I give cat is a Unix command to display the file contents. So I'll just see that I have a copyright information added to home.html file. So now I need to include this change in all my releases. So how to do that? I need to reuse this small unit of code in all my releases. So I have not committed this change. It is an uncommitted change. So what I can do? What I can do is I can stash the changes by using the command git stash. If I use the command git stash, it will stash these modifications what I have done to this home.html file, and let's go to one of our release, say version 2.0. So I'll check out the version 2.0. Or let's see what are the tags we are having. Sorry, that's an error. So what are the things that you're having? You're having these commits here, one for adding the home.html file, one for adding contact feature, and another for adding the price feature. And then what I have done is I have stashed the changes, that is the copyright change I have added to home.html file to a tag stack. So I need to add this change to my releases. So here I don't have any releases. I'll just create a tag for this commit and assume that this is the release version 1.0. So I can tag it as git tag version 1.0 for this commit. So if I give git log, what I'll be able to see? See, I have a tagged commit here. So git check out that tag. So I'll push this tag. So I'll be asked for the credentials. So if I go to the GitHub, I'll be able to see the tag 1.0. You have one release 1.0. So I need to apply the copyright change to this tagged release version 1.0. How to do that? Again, you need to check out version 1.0, tag version 1.0. So git check out version 1.0. So since I have checked out a tag, the head will be dangling. So I'm going to create a branch for this checked out tag. So assume that I'll create a branch, say B1.0. So here I have home.html file. So I have a home.html file. And now what I need to do is git stash apply. So what I did, I'll go and see what is the home.html file looks like. See, I have the copyright information here. So you have applied the stash changes to a release. So what I'll do is I'll just commit it or add this to the staging area. So and tag the version as version 1.1 and you can push this tag to release. So will be asked for the credentials. So it's done. So if you go to the GitHub, you will be able to see that release also now. See, you have two releases, 1.0 and 1.1. Now let's go back to our master. And what I will do is git stash pop. You will retrieve the stashed changes from the stack. And if I see home.html file, you have the changes. Now I am going to add it to the staging area and then commit it. So now I have done with the coding on git stashing. So git stashing helps in reusability of the code. You can reuse small unit of code across your releases. For that, first you need to stash the changes to a stack, and then wherever it is required you can apply the stashed changes. And once you have completed applying those changes, come back to your master branch and then pop the changes and you can commit the changes. So that is the typical workflow of stashing. So that was the last topic of the day. Hope any doubts about this topic? So that there comes the end of our session. So there is an activity for you to do, and this will, after the completion of the activity, you will be awarded the certificates. So what is the activity? Activity is all about redoing whatever you have learned in this session. First, we'll start with forking the repository. The path is already given. You can clone the repository and start doing modifications. First you will add a contact feature. So while doing contact feature, you are coming across with an issue. You will be creating an issue branch and doing some changes there. You will be merging to the issue branch, and then you will be merging the contact branch. You need to tag the last commit and release the version 1.0. Then add a search feature, make it as a global branch. Then add a new feature called pricing. Release the version of the code with the name as 2.0. And then rebase the search commit to include the pricing feature also. And after doing this, you can share the GitHub repository details with me through via email or email to me at anjudominic@quadralogics.com. You can complete this activity by 13th Jan before 11 o'clock midnight. So you can complete this activity, and after completing this activity you will be granted the certificates. So any questions regarding these topics? You can just go back through the video. So the video's link will be shared with you shortly. So you can go through the video once again and do this activity. Only after the completion of the activity, the certificates will be awarded. So any question and answer, any questions? Hope you have received some understanding about the advanced Git topics. Do let me know the feedback in my mail anjudominic@quadralogics.com. If you have any queries, please email me in anjudominic@quadralogics.com. And if you have any you need any hands-on sessions or any other webinars, please contact info@quadralogics.com. We are also providing webinars in other subjects also, and even hands-on workshops, face-to-face hands-on workshop. If any of you are interested, or your colleagues are interested, or your friends, please feel free to contact anjudominic@quadralogics.com or info@quadralogics.com. Thank you for attending the session. Hope it was useful for you. Thank you very much. That's all for today.